EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That stop made by Jack Campbell. You talk about this Lions defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Hurry.
Back to throw again. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. This a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes...
There he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gain.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they could.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
10.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. McNeil has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Third down and 13. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aleem McNeil, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Well, that's a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. He'll look to throw. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Robinson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he caught it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we have.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. It got his man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, an even 90 yards. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, and it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't hold it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 10 yards out. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
He's got it. Touchdown. Sam Laporta with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and there he goes, right side. A big play there for Detroit, 43 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll go again with Gibbs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jameer Gibbs, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Lions extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
In motion left goes a tight end. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Robinson up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 65 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A give left side to Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
On the set.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. And they'll go on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And they will take a knee here. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up